really great effort from these three swimmers in our first heat, the 400 metre individual medley. And while we're waiting for these guys to come in, I've got some swimmers with me. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you all feeling?
Dead. Hope you're having a lovely day.
And that's for our Winchester swimmers. Thank you very much, ladies. We look forward to seeing you racing soon.
Cheer to the end. Well done.
And a great effort from William. Let's hear it for William. Fantastic.
Heat 2, referee. Okay, for this heat, we are actually starting in lane 1. We have lane 1, Derren Cowley from Arran Tridents. Lane 2 is Elliot Banks from Rushmore. Havant Waterlooville have Jacob Pennell swimming lane 3. Lane 4 is Alexander Brown for Farnham. Wickham have Owen Ahern in lane 5, and Josh O'Donnell swims for Chelsea and Westminster lane 6. Lane 7 is Maxim Smith for Winchester, and Farnham have in lane 8 Andrew Eisted.
So our swimmers on their first leg of this grueling 400 metre IM. The world record for this, the men, is 4 minutes 2 seconds, and that was set in July by Leon Marchand of France. We ask any swimmers who are using the cubicle changing rooms to not leave their kits in there, please. We do have swimming lessons here, and they do need to use the cubicles for their children. So please can you make sure any towels and bags are put into the lockers. Thank you.
Well done, guys, doing really well. Nearly there, nearly there. Go, go, go. Heat 3, referee. Heading off in this penultimate heat of the 400 IM, we have Ethan Wilson in lane 1 for Rushmore. Wickham have Aaron Kane in lane 2. Guernsey have Samuel Khan in lane 3. Lane 4 is Miles Leather for Winchester. Also for Winchester, lane 5 is Joe Rouse. We have lane 6 is William McDonald Robinson from Haventon Waterlooville. And we have Max Bull in lane 7, also from Haventon Waterlooville. And lane 8 is Ashwin Thapar from Rushmore. If you haven't already done so, any girls swimming the next event, the 200 IM, the first few heats, hopefully you've headed towards the marshalling area. That's girls 200 IM. We have some shout outs from our live stream on YouTube. We have a good luck to Mia Bolton Stanley and her Farnham swim team from a Mr. Ben. He's currently swimming, but there's a best of luck for Sam from Guernsey from Anne Cam. There's a shout out to Iona Bentley Simmons and Belle from West Dorset Swimming Club. It says, sorry I can't be there today from Iona's mum, but she says you are all awesome and just keep swimming. There's a good luck shout out from Doug Southcott to Sophie and Amelia. Says, give us a wave.
And well done there, Miles Leather coming in, and great time of 5:31. From Winchester and from Guernsey, Samuel Can just a few seconds behind. Great effort, guys.
Heat 4 referee. Finishing the 400 IM event for us, we have lane 1, George Cornford for Wickham. We have Winchester swimmer Matthew Stewart in lane 2. Lane 3 is Oliver Davies from Havant Waterlooville. We have lane 4, Henry Curzon from Wickham. Winchester have William Hardy racing lane 5 and Oliver Fremantle is for Havant Waterlooville in lane 6. Xiang Yang is in lane 7 for Abingdon, and we have William Strong, lane 8 for Wickham. We have a well done Jacob, that's Jacob Pennell for your racing in Heat 2, and that's from Arthur.
And we have a good luck to Sophie S and Amelia S from Doug Southcott.
There's a shout out of good luck to all swimmers from Haventon Waterlooville, and that's from the collective of Fiona, Matty and Chris. We're getting some general good luck wishes to swim clubs here today. There's a good luck to the Blandford Flyer Swimming Club. Keep flying, and that's from Martin Gregory. And Ramamaga wants to wish Rushmore good luck. And also good luck to the Rushmore team from Nikki Goodall. And good luck to all Chelsea swimmers, and special shout out to Charlotte Clamus. We love you, and that's from Judy Clamus. So as these guys come in to finish, we'll just say that our next event will be the girls 402, which is the 200 metre IM. Hold on, Will finishing first there in this heat. We will have 17 heats for the girls 200 IM. Heat 1, referee. Starting us off in the 200 IM girls event, we have lane 3, Martha Brown from Farnham. Lane 2 is Genevieve Ingram from Winchester. We have Aaron Trident swimmer Liliana Cobb in lane 5, and lane 6 is Liliana Pat Gordon from Chelsea and Westminster. Okay, we have a disqualification to announce. That's event 401, heat 4 and lane 2. Disqualification for technical infraction. So that's been announced. 9:23. Claire Knight-Knoll wants to say good luck to all the Farnham swimmers. Let's go, you got this. And Kevin Callis wants to say good luck everyone in Pool Swimming Club. And that's from Ava Callis. And Andrew Stewart is saying good luck to everyone swimming for Cranley today. It was a great day yesterday and can't wait to see what today brings. Samuel Escott would like to say good luck to Louis Dunning in his races today. That's for Pool. And a quick good luck, Evelyn. Love Mummy and Maddie. Heat 2, referee. Swimming now, we have lane 1, Pauline Didenko for Chelsea and Westminster. In lane 2, it's Nell de Bizac, also for Chelsea and Westminster. Lane 3 is Kira Lord for Winchester. And lane 4 for Aaron Tridents is Elsie Huxtable. Lane 5 is Clarice Thorne-Henderson for Winchester, and lane 6, Evelyn Wilson from Poole. Chelsea and Westminster have Zoe Coquan swimming in lane 7, and lane 8 is Helen Kamiska for Cranley.
And turning first in the backstroke, and going to breaststroke in lane 4, Elsie Huxtable from Aaron Tridents. And coming in lane 4, Elsie Huxtable from Aaron Tridents. Great time.
Heat 3 referee. Racing Heat 3, we have Lane 1, Eva Matthews from Winchester. Also from Winchester, Katie Valor in Lane 2. For Wilden Waves, we have Molly Gilmore in Lane 3. In Lane 4 is Aya Girish from Poole, and we have Lane 5, Jade McGrath from Poole. Aaron Tridents have Allegra Mihailov in Lane 6, and Lane 7 is Estelle Elsie for Chelsea Westminster. And Lane 8, we have Abigail Hamilton from Winchester. I have a disqualification to announce. It's for event 402, heat 2, lane 5, for technical infraction. Couple of shout outs in this little pause. Shout out to Nicholas Venturi and happy birthday, it appears. That's from Michael Ares. We've got some got some results even to announce from event 401, which was the boys 400 meter IM. In the age 11, we had first was Maxim Smith for Winchester with a time of 6:06. Second was Jensen Lau from Poole, and third was Darren Cowley from Aaron Trident. Heat 4, referee. Swimming now in Heat 4, we have Lane 1, Eva Dramatinos from Chelsea and Westminster. Lane 2, Evie Lynch from Winchester. Also from Winchester, Lane 3 is Catherine Tarmy. Chelsea and Westminster have Lane 4, Charlotte Namus. In Lane 5, swimming for Winchester is Caitlin Hatfield. Lane 6, also for Winchester, is Melanie Sue. Lane 7 is Beatrice Richmond from Poole. And we have Wilden Wave swimmer Evelyn Ivanov in Lane 8.
And I've got some pool swimmers with me on pool side. Who are you cheering on, guys? Fantastic. There's 5 swimmers here cheering on their colleague, and she's doing a great job. And the name was B. Fantastic.
We have a good luck Zoe from Keely Zan. A good luck to Anna Rangecroft from Oscar. And swim for your life, Isabella. And that's lots of love from Mummy and Alicia. That's Isabella in Delicato. Josh O'Donnell. Daddy and Uncle Luke want to let you know a great swim, an amazing job, and really proud of you. Okay, we have a couple more disqualifications to announce. This is for event 402, heat 3, lane 1 for technical infraction, and heat 3, lane 7 for technical infraction.
And we have some official times for event 402, heat 3, lane 2 was 3:29.42. Lane 3, 3:11.54, lane 4, 3:21.06, lane 5, 3:52.63, lane 6, 3:10.06, and lane 8, 3:27.15. So that was for heat 3.
Heading off in heat 5, we have Sky Martingale from Romsey. Lane 2 is Anastasia Anderson from Chelsea and Westminster. Winchester swimmer Pippa Russell is in lane 3. We have Mackenzie Golding for Havant swimming lane 4. Lane 5 is Phoebe Torrance for Winchester. Alan Elizabeth is in lane 6 for DSSGB. We have Wilden Waves swimmer Rowan Weston in lane 7, and lane 8 is Freya Wood for Winchester. Okay, continuing results for event 401, the 400 metre IM boys. In the 12-year-old age category, we had first Alexander Brown from Farnham in a time of 5:57.06. Second was Josh O'Donnell from Chelsea and Westminster, and third Aaron Kane from Wickham. For 13-year-old boys, first was Xian Yang from Abingdon with a 5:32.52. Second was Samuel Khan from Guernsey, and third was Ethan Wilson from Rushmore Royals. For the 14-year-olds, first was William Strong for Wickham with 5:37.76. Second was Owen Ahern from Wickham as well, and third was Will McDonnell Robinson from Havant. For the 15-year-old boys, we have first Oliver Fremantle from Havant with 5:17.52, and second was Miles Leather from Winchester. For the 16 and over, first was William Hardy for Winchester with a time of 5:01.4, and then second Henry Curzon from Wickham, and third Oliver Davies from Havant and Waterlooville. And in the multi-class category, first William Reid from DSSGB in 7:43.36. Well done, guys. Results are with the medals table now.
And that's Michaela Golding coming in there in lane 4.
Heat 6 referee. For Heat 6, we have Lane 1, Emma Turnbull from Abingdon. Lane 2 is Sophia Labrand from Chelsea Westminster. For Winchester, Lane 3 is Sophie Reid. And Lane 4, Sophie Huggins for Poole. Lane 6, we have Elizabeth Ralph Sargent for Chelsea Westminster. Pool swimmer Romilly Howard is in Lane 7. And Lane 8, for Abingdon, we have Sophie McKinley. Another shout out. We have a message for Elliot Banks, who's competing this weekend. Congratulations from his grandparents and family on his exceptional achievement so far, and good luck for today. Zoe and Maya at Chelsea and Westminster. There's a good luck from Mum. And a good luck today, Mia from Farnham. Love Mummy and Eva. And a go Cameron Wakeling. Swim fast. And that's from Catherine McNeil. Heat 7 referee. Our Heat 7 swimmers, we have lane 1, Eden Donnelly from Farnham. We have West Dorset swimmer Iona Bentley Simmons in lane 2. Lane 3 is Ellie Lloyd from Rushmore Royals. Lane 4, Marta Shazari from Chelsea Westminster. Haventon Waterlooville swimmer Sienna Olivia Lunn swims lane 5. Lane 6, we have Imogen Perryman from Chelsea Westminster. We have handball swimmer Bethany Terrell in lane 7, and for Winchester, Elena Ingram in lane 8. There's a shout out of good luck, Milo Erez in Heat 8. That's from Sandra Erez, and saying baby Marcus is sending you a big hug. We also have a shout out to Isabella Mathey in Rushmore Royals. Says, good luck, Bella. We love you. And we have a surprise at home for you. And that's for Mum, Isla and Freya. Heat 8 referee. Our Heat 8 swimmers are for pool, lane 1, Erin Large, lane 2, Abigail Pope, and lane 3, Catherine Chaplio. In lane 4, we have Myla Eris for Chelsea Westminster. Lane 5 for Haverton Waterlooville is Emily King, and Emma Friel swims for Rushmore Royals, lane 6. Lane 7 is Chelsea swimmer Alilta Asmeron, and lane 8 is Alice Collins from Cranley. There's a generalised good luck to all Havant and Waterlooville swimmers in the 200 IM from Oscar.
So just a reminder, Heat 3 in event 402, the official times for Lane 2 was 3 minutes 29 seconds, .42. For Lane 3, 3 minutes 11 seconds, .54. Lane 4, 3 minutes 21.06. Lane 5, 3:52.63. Lane 6, 3 minutes 10 seconds, .06. And in Lane 8, 3 minutes 27.15. That's the official times in case any parents didn't get those times for their swimmers. And Alice Collins coming in first there in Lane 8 from Cranley.
Heat 9, referee. Racing Heat 9, we have Lane 1, Grace Barker for Romsey. Alessandra Jordan Wakefield races for Hamble in Lane 2. Lane 3, we have Georgie Valla for Winchester. And Lane 4, we have Isla Perry. Lane 5, Ingrid Van Jos Schmidt. And Lane 6, Charlotte Carter, all for Winchester. We have Weldon Wave swimmer Eloise Dodman swimming Lane 7. And Lane 8 is Charlie Hoare for Poole. I have a disqualification to announce. It's for event 402. It's Heat 5, Lane 1. So that's Heat 5, Lane 1, disqualification for a technical infraction. Heat 10, referee. Heat 10, we have lane 1, Sophie Stewart for Havant and Waterlooville. For Farnham, lane 2 is Amelia Chisholm. Lane 3 is Amelia Heap for Wickham. Romsey have Isabel Slade, racing lane 4. Swimming lane 5, we have Sophie Pater Hart, that's for Havant and Waterlooville. Rushmore Royal swimmer Titania Painter Hart. And lane 6, I've said lane 6, that's Rushmore Royal, I'm confused. Lane 7, Ella Redfern for Wickham. And lane 8, Inna Sweeney for Chelsea Westminster.
These swimmers are more or less a straight line as they go on their breaststroke leg. And just for your info, the world record for women's 200 metre IM is 2 minutes and 6 seconds. Hungarian swimmer Martina Hosu, so that's something to aim for. So incoming is Sophie Pater Hart from Havant and Waterlooville in lane 5. Closely followed by Amelia Hope in lane 3. And in lane 1, Sophie Stewart also from Havant and Waterlooville.
Heat 11, referee. Heat 11, we have lane 1, Evelyn Rowe for Chelsea Westminster. Lane 2, we have Molly Moody for Rushmore. Lane 3 is Polina Koroktova for Poole. Lane 4, we have for Winchester, Dana Bolters. Lane 5 is Isabella Mathey for Rushmore. Cranley have Isabella Avery in lane 6. Lane 7 is Kerry Spruce for Abingdon, and lane 8, Amelia Webb for Winchester. Can any girls who are swimming the 200 IM head to the marshalling area if you haven't already done so? So call for remaining swimmers for the 200 IM to the marshalling area. I have a disqualification to announce. Event 402, Heat 9, Lane 8, for technical infraction. Heat 12, referee. Our Heat 12 swimmers, we have Lane 1, Isla Bunch for Wickham. Haventon Waterlooville have Edith Swandle, Lane 2. Lara Marquez swims for Chelsea Westminster, Lane 3. Lane 4 is Maya Shah from Wickham, and also from Wickham, Lane 5 is Jessica Sailors. We have Lane 6, Emily Nash from Romsey. Rushmore Royal swimmer Ava Wynn in Lane 7. And Lane 8 is Chloe Cobb from Tridents. Heat 13, referee. Heading off for Heat 13, we have Lane 1, Isabella Indelicato for Winchester. Lane 2 is Ella Hoey for Blandford. We have pool swimmer Poppy Collins in Lane 3. Chelsea and Westminster have swimmers Annalise Comer in Lane 4, Ariana Minerva in Lane 5, Hazel Augustin in Lane 6, and Olivia Bunimovic in Lane 7. And Lane 8 is Harriet Green for Winchester. I have a couple of disqualifications to announce for event 402. Heat 10, lane 8 for technical infraction, and heat 12, lane 5 for technical infraction. So that's disqualifications for event 402, heat 10, lane 8, heat 12, lane 5. Heat 14, referee. Swimming now we have lane 1, Amelia Applin for Wickham. Lane 2 is Ella Maguire for Rushmore Royals. We have Wilton Waves swimmer Simone Conradi in lane 3. Lane 4 is Lucy Piertese for Farnham. Lane 5 is Felicity Harris for Tridents. Lane 6 is Jessica Bagley for Abingdon. And lane 8 we have Alana Sheath for Rushmore. Heat 15, referee. In our 15th heat, we have lane 1, Chloe Nash from Romsey. Wickham swimmer Sophia Washer swims in lane 2. Anna Rangecroft is in lane 3 for Romsey. Pool swimmers Macy Killers is in lane 4 and Daria Korotkova is in lane 5. Lane 6 is Honor Blackman for Winchester. Lane 7 is Maya Coquan for Chelsea and Westminster. And lane 8 is Charlotte Marks for Farnham. Our next event is 403, which is the 100-meter butterfly for boys. Please send any boys swimming the 100-meter butterfly, particularly the early heats, around to the marshalling area. Heat 16, referee. In our penultimate heat here, we have lane 1, Rachel Hellgate from Tridents. We have lane 2, Lottie Vavassar from Poole. For Winchester, lane 3 is Eleanor Hunter. Lane 4 is Liesl de Ruver from Abingdon. Lane 5 is Bronwyn Price from Farnham. Havant and Waterlooville have Angel Veer swimming lane 6, and Rushmore Royals have swimmers Zoe Falconer in lane 7, and in lane 8, Amelia Caldecott. I have a disqualification to announce. Event 402 for heat 14, lane 1 for a technical infraction. That's disqualification heat 14, lane 1.
We've got the swimmers coming in pretty much a straight line here, but lane 1, Rachel Holgate from Aaron Tridents coming in. And a good time there of 2 minutes 41. Closely followed by the pole swimmer Lottie Vavassar and Bronwyn Price in lane 5.
Heat 17, referee. In our final heat of the 200 IM, we have lane 1, Danica Forster for Wickham. Lane 2, Yasmin Andrews for Rushmore Royals. For Wickham in lane 3, we have India Washer. Lane 4 is Emily Ainsworth Fletcher for Winchester. West Dorset have Anna Miles Simonite swimming in lane 5. Lane 6 is Ruby Stewart for Rushmore Royals. Winchester have Alexandra Rolls in lane 7, and Hannah Goodall races lane 8 for Wilden Waves. Our next race this morning is event 403, which is the boys 100 meter butterfly. We will have 9 heats of the 100 meter butterfly.
And just touching down just ahead on that second leg of the backstroke, Emily Ainsworth Fletcher from Winchester. So it's pretty much in a straight line, so very close last evening. can see time 2:34, Jasmine Andrews from Rushmore coming in just ahead there.
Heat 1, referee. In our first of the 9 heats of the boys 100-metre butterfly, we have racing. Lane 3, Gabriel Tick for Chelsea Westminster. Lane 4, Callum Brackett for Hamble. And lane 5, Jonty Wild for Farnham. There's a couple of shout-outs for this fly event. There's a shout-out to Fenton, Smash the 100 Fly, that's from Jacob, and a shout-out for Henry Barker, Good Luck, from Oscar Ravenscroft. Heat 2, referee. Okay, racing heat 2, we have lane 2, Lucas White from Oldham Waves. Lane 3, William Sharp from Winchester. Lane 4, we have Arsene Tokos from Chelsea Westminster. And for Cranley, lane 5 is Callum Stewart. Lane 6 for Farnham is Raphael Stanbury. And lane 7, Jaden Cove for Hamble. And lane 8, Michael Whitaker for Winchester. Heat 3, referee.
holding the third heat of the boys 100 metre fly in lane number 1. Thomas Muzana from Chelsea. Lane 2 from Arundel is William Hawkins. Lane 3, Josh O'Donnell, also from Chelsea. And lane 4, Benson Vera from Havant. Lane 5, Aidan Romanak from Chelsea. In lane 6, Dylan Hughes from GBKSS. Lane 7, Andre Abidano from Chelsea. And in lane 8, we have Cameron Wakeling from Chelsea.
Heat 4 referee. Heat 4, we have lane 1, Jake Stockdale from Poole. Lane 2 is Amar Al-Jabari from Chelsea Westminster. We have handball swimmer Patrick Houlihan in lane 3. Lane 4 is Samuel Barton for Winchester. Lane 5, Nicholas Forbes, Farnham. Winchester have Matthew Exley, lane 6. Lane 7 for Farnham, Andrew Eisted. And lane 8, Sylvain Caldera for Rushmore Royals. Heat 5 referee. So heading off heat 5, we have lane 1, Elliot Banks for Rushmore. For Blandford, lane 2 is Leo Downton. Lane 3, we have Xander Brown for Farnham. Rushmore have Ashwin Thapar in lane 4. Lane 5 is Michael Arras for Chelsea Westminster. Also for Chelsea Westminster, lane 6, Lorenzo Minerva. Lane 7, Harrison O'Hara for Poole. And lane 8 for Havant and Waterlooville, Jacob Pennell. Heat 6, referee. Swimming now, we have lane 1, Nathan Ditchburn for Poole. Farnham swimmer Adam Hayes in lane 2. For Havant and Waterlooville, we have Otis Ver in lane 3. George Cornfield is in lane 4 for Wickham. Daniel Augustin is in lane 5 for Chelsea Westminster. Lane 6 is Joe Rouse for Winchester. Lane 7, Damien Adams for Wickham. And lane 8 for Chelsea and Westminster is Murray Shigasa. Results are now out for the girls 200 metre IM. To announce that for the girls 9 years, first was Liliana Cobb for Aaron Tidance in 3:51.92. Second, Martha Brown for Farnham. And third, Liliana Pat Gordon for Chelsea and Westminster. Heat 7, referee. Swimming heat 7, we have lane 1, Elliot Card, Farnham. Chelsea and Westminster's Benjamin Pudogil for lane 2. Lane 3, Hamish Brown for Farnham. Also for Farnham, lane 4, Thomas Noel. Lane 5, Matthew Stewart for Winchester. Lane 6, Kaplan Ealer for Chelsea Westminster. Lane 7 for Winchester, Miles Leather. And lane 8, Ethan Wilson for Rushmore. I have some disqualifications to announce. For event 403, heat 2, lane 8 for technical infraction. Heat 3, lane 6 for technical infraction. Heat 4, lane 3 for technical infraction. So the disqualifications, event 403, heat 2, lane 8, heat 3, lane 6, heat 4, lane 3. Heat 8, referee. Swimming now, we have lane 1, Enzo Shearman for Chelsea Westminster. Lane 2, Abdulrahman Algeria for Havant Waterlooville. Lane 3, Oliver Smith for Wickham. Farnham have Ethan Binding in lane 4. Alfie Ambler swims for Abingdon, lane 5. Lane 6 is Nathaniel Eisted for Farnham. And for Romsey, lane 7 is Henry Barker. And lane 8, Samuel Staff for Rushmore. Our next event is going to be the girls' 200-metre backstroke. Marshalling call, I hope early heats of 200-metre backstroke swimmers, girls, are in the marshalling area. Heat 9, referee. In our final heat here, we have lane 1, Luke O'Mara for Rushmore Royals. Lane 2, James Port for Winchester. Also for Winchester, lane 3, Daniel Oakley. And lane 4, Freddie Sadler. Lane 5 is Mikhail Nomovic for Wickham. Lane 6, Andrew Hooper for Farnham. Pool have Damien Frashes Krajia in lane 7. And in lane 8, it's Arumeth Maracorola. Our next heat is the girls' 200-metre backstroke, event 404. This event will be run over 10 heats. 10 heats for the girls' 200-metre backstroke. Well done, guys. Heat 1, referee. Starting us off in our 200-meter backstroke for the girls, we have lane 2, Georgia Terrell from Hamble. For pool, in lane 3, we have Talia Millard, and lane 4, Evelyn Wilson. Lane 5 is Pauline Didenko for Chelsea Westminster, and lane 6, Martha Brown for Farnham. Continuing our results from the 200-meter IM for the girls. For the 10-year-olds, we had in first place Polina Korotkova for pool. Second was Grace Barker for Romsey. And third was Myla Eres for Chelsea Westminster. The winning time was 2:51.92. For the 11-year-olds, first was Hazel Augustin for Chelsea Westminster in 2:45.9. Second, Ariana Minerva for Chelsea Westminster. And third, Sophie Painter-Hart for Havant and Waterlooville. Can everybody check if they were up at the start end around the 100 meters boys butterfly? Some black sliders have gone missing for one of the swimmers, so can you just check that you didn't stroll away with a spare pair of black sliders? If so, bring them back to the start end, please. Thank you. Heat 2, referee. Swimming heat 2, we have lane 1 is Abella Stagno del Contres for Chelsea Westminster. Lane 2, Caitlin McGrath for Poole. Winchester have Bonita Craney swimming lane 3. Lane 4 is Anastasia Anderson for Chelsea Westminster. Also Chelsea Westminster, lane 5 is Liliana Pat Gordon. Lane 6 we have Amelia Cumming for Winchester. Also Winchester, lane 7 is Eva Matthews. Lane 8 is Isabel Stock for Aaron Tridents. Continuing our results for the girls 200 IM, the 12 category. First was Poppy Collins in 2:43.35. Second was Daria Korotkova. And third was Maya Kokwan for Chelsea Westminster. For the 13-year-olds, we had first Macy Kales for Poole, 2:43.85. Second was Annalise Comer for Chelsea Westminster. Third was Charlotte Marks for Farnham. For our 14-year-old girls, we had first Emily Ainsworth Fletcher for Winchester in 2:38.33. Second was Danica Forster for Wickham. And third was Hannah Goodall for Wilden Waves. And then our 15-year-olds, first we had Yasmin Andrews for Rushmore Royals. Second, we had Anna Mills-Simonite for West Dorset. And third was India Washer for Wickham. And 16 and over, there was first Ruby Stewart for Rushmore Royals in 2:35.86. Second was Alexandra Rolls for Winchester. And third, Catherine Tarmy, also for Winchester. And in our multi-class event, we had first Caitlin Hatfield, Winchester, and second, Alan Elizabeth for DSSGB. Well done, girls. As said, results are with the medals tables now. Heat 3 referee. Heat 3, we have lane 1, Catherine Martin for DSSGB. Lane 2 is Alice Eames for Poole. Lane 3 for Chelsea Westminster, we have Sophia Labrande. And lane 4, we have Elizabeth Ralph Sargent, also for Chelsea. Lane 5 is Harriet Murray for Winchester. And lane 6, Tegan Burrows, also for Winchester. Lane 7, we have Sky Martingale for Romsey, and Chelsea Westminster swimmer Eugene Radizawil is in lane 8. Heat 4, referee. Heading off in Heat 4 is Lane 1, Ariana Sethi for Chelsea. Lane 2, we have Annabelle Lambert for Rushmore Royals. Also for Rushmore Royals, we have Lane 3, Freya Huddleston, and Lane 4, Ellie Lloyd. Lane 5 for Poole, we have Aya Girish, and Lane 6 is Amelia Wood for Winchester. We have Sophie Reed also for Winchester, Lane 7. And Lane 8 is Erica Dolgopolova for Chelsea. I have a couple of disqualifications to announce. This is for event 404. It's Heat 2, Lane 1, excuse me, that's Heat 2, Lane 5 for technical infraction, and Heat 3, Lane 5 for technical infraction. So disqualifications 404, Heat 2, Lane 5, and Heat 3, Lane 5. Thank you. Just a reminder from our technical and admin team, a plea that if any swimmer is withdrawing from the event today, please use our online form. It's simple, quick to use, and it just keeps us all up to date, and hopefully means that we will not have any empty lanes going forward into the later sessions. Thank you. Heat 5, referee. Okay, heading off in heat 5, we have lane 1, Alita Asmaron for Chelsea. We have Wilden wave swimmer Sophie Mann, lane 2. We have Trident swimmer Piper Kelly in lane 3, and lane 4 is Emma Friel for Rushmore. Lane 5 is Hazel Augustin for Chelsea Westminster. Farnham have, bear with me, Mia Bolton-Stanley in lane 6. Lane 7, we have Natalia Pemberton-Tier for Romsey, and lane 8 is Imogen Perryman for Chelsea Westminster.
Can we ask for all the remaining 200-metre backstroke swimmers to make their way to the marshalling areas, please? That's all the 200-metre backstroke swimmers. Please make your way to the marshalling area. Thank you.
We have results out now for event 403, the boys 100-metre butterfly. Just to announce a couple of results, we have in the 9-year category, well done Cameron Wakeling, you've got a first in that category in a time 1:55.13. For the 10-year-old category, we have first Gabriel Tick for Chelsea Westminster, 1:43.23. Second was Arsen Togoz, and third Andre Abendano, also both for Chelsea Westminster. For the 11-year-olds, we had first Kaplan Ela for Chelsea Westminster in 1:12.46. Second, Samuel Barton for Winchester, 1:26.38. And third, Omar Al-Jabari for Chelsea Westminster. Heat 6, referee. Heading off in Heat 6, we have Lane 1, Ingrid van Zyl-Schmidt for Winchester. Lane 2 is Amelia Chisholm for Farnham. Poole have Mia Palmer in Lane 3, and Chelsea Westminster have Marta Shazari in Lane 4. Sophie Stewart races for Havant Waterlooville, Lane 5. Lane 6, we have for Rushmore, we have Andrea Peralta Salvador. In lane 7, we have Maya Shah for Wickham, and Havant and Waterlooville have Maisie Parker in lane 8. Continuing the boys 100-meter butterfly results, the 12 years category, we had first Henry Barker from Romsey in 1:09.52. Second, we had Thomas Noel from Farnham, and third was Murray Shgarsa from Chelsea and Westminster. For the 13-year-old category, we had first Damien Krajie for Poole in 1:03.38. Second, we have Benjamin Podagiel for Chelsea Westminster, and third we had Daniel Augustin for Chelsea Westminster. For 14-year-olds, first we had Rumath Morawakolorala for Wickham in 1:04.58. Second, Alfie Ambler, Abingdon Vale, and third, Hamish Brown for Farnham. Just to reassure everybody, there is a 15-minute break in our proceedings between this event, the 200-meter backstroke, and the next event, the boys 50-meter freestyle. We aim for the freestyle to be starting at 11:38-ish. Heat 7 referee. Heading off in Heat 7 now, we have Lane 1, Isla Bunch for Wickham. Lane 2 is Annalise Comer for Chelsea Westminster. For Havant Waterlooville in Lane 3, we have Edith Swandell. And for Rushmore Royals, Lane 4 is Molly Moody. Lane 5 is Grace Totterdale for Havant Waterlooville. And Lane 6 is Tatiana Sloska Rodriguez for Rushmore Royals. And Lane 7, Alice Collins for Wilden Waves, and Chelsea Westminster have Myla Erez in Lane 8. To continue on our theme of the little break we have between the end of these heats for the 200-meter backstroke and then the boys freestyle starting. If you are a boy racing in the first 5 heats of the 50-meter freestyle, then please will you head to the marshalling area at 11:25. Heat 8 referee. The last couple of readouts of the boys 100-meter butterfly results, we had in the 15-year-old category, first James Port for Winchester in a time 1:03.28. Second was Oliver Smith for Wickham, and third was Abdulrahman Algira for Havant Waterlooville. In the 16 and over category, we had first Mikhail Nomovic for Wickham in 58.55. Second was Freddie Sadler for Winchester, and third was Andrew Hooper for Farnham. And then in the multi-class events, no results, sorry. The live feed that I can see from the shout-outs on the live feed are now back up and running. So I have a Keep Going Mayor, great running, swimming even, sorry, we're not at a running event, it's a swimming event. Keep Going Mayor, great swimming, and that's from Jyoti Shah. We have a Go Cameron and Aidan swim past from Catherine McNeil. And a Good Luck Ashwin, do your best. Lots of love from Rama Magar. And there's, for Gabriel, there's from Paris, I am cheering you on. That's from Jamila. And Daniel O'Donnell says, go Josh, I am still watching. That's from a Harry K. Heat 9, referee. Swimming in Heat 9, we have lane 2, Isla Rutherford. That's for Eastleigh. Lane 3 is Leah Coquan for Chelsea Westminster. For Blandford, lane 4, we have Molly Zena Gregory. Lane 6, Isabella Kenny for Abingdon. Lane 7 for Poole, we have Sophie LaRue. And lane 8, Ruby Stewart for Rushmore Royals. Continuing the catch-up on shout-outs, I've got a well done Callum Breckle. We're watching from home. It's from your mum, Ethan, and Granny. Heat 10, referee. Okay, in our final heat of this event, we have racing. Lane 1, Macy Kalas from Poole. Lane 3 is Danica Forster for Wickham. We have pool swimmer Freya Cooper in lane 4. And lane 5 is Lucy Capper from Abingdon. Lane 6 is Delilah Paisley for Chelsea and Westminster. And Erin McLean for Poole races in lane 7. When this heat finishes, there will be a mini break, more for the benefit of our officials. But because our following event is the boys' 50-metre freestyle, we will ask the boys in the first 5 heats to head towards the marshalling area from past, just to allow our marshals a chance to get you all sorted, because once the 50 free starts, as we all know, It's pretty manic. Michael Errors, you had a readout from home. And you had a good luck, Michael. Your baby brother is cheering you and all your friends on from home. That's from Sandra Errors. Okay, our little mini break. Thank you to all officials. You have a break now, but we want racing to start at 11:45. So please be back to recommence at 11:45. With that slight adjustment in start time for our next bout of swimming, the boys that I asked to go around to marshalling, just be aware that you do head there from 11:35 onwards, okay? I'll just use this window to catch up on some readouts. So we have Maya, there's wishing you good luck for today's swimming from Nana and Nani. On Daniel O'Donnell's account, we had amazing fly, Josh, and a huge PB. Well done from Issa. Rama Magar wants to say, come on, Rushmore, keep going, good luck.
And we've got a shout out from Alicia Binding. Great swim for Ethan Binding of Farnham in a 100-metre fly. Well done there. And a message from Jack Eames. And it reads, Gil Alice, Nanny and Grampy are cheering you on. And a message for Fenton. Go on, Fenton, smash your 53. That's from Jacob. Message for Chora. Good luck Ashram Chora, do your best, lots of love, and that's from Rama Magar. And a message for Kaplan, I believe he's from Chelsea. Super well done, Kaplan, let's go, and that's from Azul. And well done to Sophie M and all the other swimmers too, and that is from Colin German. And can we just remind swimmers in the first 5 heats of the 50-metre freestyle, they can make their way now please round to the marshalling area. We are aiming to start at 11:45, so if you can make your way around to the marshalling area, the marshals can get you into your lane order so we can make a prompt start. Thank you. A shout out to Sophie M and all the other swimmers from Colin J. Mann. And Christine Legg says, good luck, Ben Quimpier. We are watching the swimming at home. Lots of love, Man and Charlie. Good luck also to Oscar W. from Abingdon and Vale in the boys 50-metre free. And that is from Jeremy. Sorry, from Nick Wood. And from Jeremy. Good luck, Winchester, from Coach Jeremy. Thank you very much, Jeremy. Good luck with Chelsea Westminster from Joshua. And the swim mums from Paul, wishing Paul swimmers, Connor, Max, Sam, Harrison on the 50-metre free, lots of good luck. And a message to Rumsey and Sutton from Isabel, good luck, congrats. Shout out to Rory Gilmore in the 53, just turned 9 and first ever competitive race. Good luck from Daddy and Neve, and from Andrew Gilmore. And good luck, Fenton, again on the 53 from Jacob. And we have a shout out to Paolo Minerva from Lorenzo Minerva. And Isabel says, good luck to Henry, Ed, Oscar, Lucas, Benji and Daniel on the 50-metre free on behalf of Emily and Bethan. And I'm guessing that is the Ramsey and Tottenham Swimming Club. Thank you to the coaches and team managers from Paul Swimming Club in Western Canada and Dave Butcher.
Plea from the marshalling area. Boys, 50-meter freestyle. They need you if you're in the first 12 heats. And they are missing boys who are in the first 3 heats. We all know the 53 rattles on through. So please, please, please help our marshals by turning up. Testing.
Testing.
Okay, for our 50-meter freestyle event 405 for the boys, we have 22 heats. 22. Let's rumble. Heat 1 referee. Starting us off in our 50-metre freestyles, we have lane 3, Daniel Mazur from Romsey. Lane 4, Callum Brackle racing for Hamble. And with waves, we have lane 5, Henry Murray, and lane 6, Rory Gilmore.
And a quick shout out, well done to Alexander and Tony from Sofia, and Nicholas Benuti says, shout out to Lorenzo for a tough 100-metre fly.
Heat 2 referee. For Heat 2, we have lane 1, Ike Crew for Winchester. Also for Winchester, lane 2, Finn Guberg. Lane 3, Joshua Reed. Lane 4, we have Benjamin Taylor for Abingdon. Lane 5, James Tian for Chelsea Westminster. Lane 7, George Port for Winchester. And lane 8, Joshua Vanderveld, also Winchester.
And George Port coming in there in 30.34. Great time from George, and from Joshua Vanderveld in 32.69.
Heat 3 referee. Right, lane 1 we have Sebastian Wheeler for Winchester. For Abingdon, lane 2, Andrew Zhang. Lane 3, Max Palmer for Poole. Lane 5, Howard Lewis for Havant. And lane 6, Jamie Chung for Abingdon. Lane 7, Oscar Wood for Abingdon. And Hamble have Will Jordan Wakefield in lane 8.
Another shout out for Nicholas Benuti from DeMarcus Jr. And best of luck to everyone from Farnham Swimming Club. Swim fast and enjoy yourselves. And that is from Fiona Lee.
Heat 4 referee. We have lane 1, Andrew Stewart for Rushmore. Lane 2, Yaya El Gohari for Chelsea Westminster. For DSSGB, Stephen Royer Brown, lane 3. Lane 4, Dylan Francis, Winchester. Lane 5, Jordan Ede for Farnham. Lane 6, Lucas White for Wilden Waves. Lane 7, Leonardo Penham for Poole. And for Romsey, lane 8, Benji Slade.
And a shout out to Daniel Augustine from Tim, and also a shout out to Megan and Nick from Romsey, Emily and Izzy and Bethan.
Heat 5 referee. Swimming now, we have lane 1, Cameron Wakeling for Chelsea Westminster. Lane 2, William Bird for Poole. Chelsea Westminster have lane 3, Gabriel Tick. Lane 4, it's Timo Griffin-Jones for Poole. Lane 5, Wilden Waves have Caleb Whitaker. Lane 6, Ladim Ashkar for Tridents. Lane 7, Arsene Topgos for Chelsea, and lane 8, Nicholas Piatese for Farnham. Heat 6 referee. Okay, now swimming we have lane 1, Thomas Mazzana for Chelsea Westminster. Also for Chelsea, Andre Abandano for lane 2. Lane 3, Darren Cowley for Tridents. Lane 4, Jensen Lau for Poole. Lane 5, Tom Price for Winchester. For Tridents in lane 6, William Hawkins. Lane 7, Ben Linklater for Wilden Waves. And lane 8, Max Penman for Poole.
And a couple of shout-outs, 2 messages, both for Callum Stewart from Andrew and Zara, both saying go, go Callum.
Heat 7 referee. Okay, Heat 7, lane 1, Callum Stewart for Cranley. Lane 3, Samuel Barton for Winchester. Lane 4, Nathan Smith for Rushmore. Chelsea Westminster, Adrian Rumhalak is lane 5. Lane 6, Christopher Whitaker, again for Winchester. Lane 7, Fenton Veer for Havant. And lane 8, Connor Macaulay Conway for DSSGB. Heat 8 referee. Okay, racing now Heat 8. Lane 2, Harry Bowker for Winchester. For Farnham, lane 3, John T. Wild. Lane 4, James Kelly for Rushmore. Winchester have Jacob Wheeler, lane 5. Lane 6 is Troy Semenoglu for Chelsea. Lane 7 is Dorian Williams for DSSGB. And lane 8, Matthew Exley for Winchester. Heat 9 referee. Racing now, we have lane 1, Dylan Williams for DSSGB. Lane 2 is Owen Robinson for Winchester. Wilden Ways have Jack Clark swimming lane 3. Poole have Jake Stockdale lane 4. Oscar Ravenscroft for Romsey lane 5. Lane 6, Jake Webster for Farnham. Lane 7, Omar Al-Jabari for Chelsea Westminster. And Hamble have Jaden Cove lane 8. Heat 10 referee. Racing now, we have lane 1, Leighton Payne for Winchester. Lane 3, Toby Barton for Winchester. Lane 4, Harrison O'Hara for Poole. Also for Winchester, lane 5, Maxim Smith. Lane 6, Farnham swimmer Alexander Brown. Lane 7, Joe Torrell for Hamble. And then lane 8, Benjamin Crumpler for pool. Heat 11, referee. Racing Heat 11, we have lane 1, Oliver Sampson for Wickham. Pool have lane 2, Samuel Escott. Handball have Patrick Houlihan in lane 3. Lane 4, it's Nicholas Forbes for Farnham. Lane 5 is Isaac Matthews for Havant. Lane 6, Arthur Ray for West Dorset. Winchester have Theo Hoth in lane 7, and lane 8 is Josh O'Donnell for Chelsea Westminster. Heat 12, referee. Heat 12, we've got lane 1, Jacob Pennell for Havant Waterlooville. Lane 2, Sullivan Bayliss for Poole. Chelsea Westminster have Nicholas Van UT for lane 3. Lane 4 is Ewan McPhail for West Dorset. Abingdon have Noah Spruce, lane 5. Lane 6, Jack Nichols Nunes for Wilden Waves. Wickham have Damien Adams, lane 7. And lane 8 is Harry Johnson for Blandford.
Good shout out, good luck Olivia, and all from Wilden Waves. Proud of you, love Dad and Millie.
Heat 13, referee. Racing now, we have lane 1, Maurice Garza for Chelsea. Lane 2, Ashwin Papa for Rushmore. Handball have Henry De Courcy Stevens, lane 3. Lane 4 is Oliver Willis Owen for Poole. Lane 5, Michael Aris for Chelsea. Lane 6, Otis Veer for Havant. Farnham have lane 7, Elliot Card. And lane 8 is Henry Chin O'Neill for Winchester. Heat 14, referee. Heat 14, we have lane 1, Carlton Chan for Winchester. Farnham have lane 2, Hamish Brown. Lane 3 is Connor Pitwood for Poole. Wickham have William Strong, lane 4. And Ziyang Zhang races Ray 5 for Abingdon. Abingdon have Toby Lee, lane 6. Lane 7 is Rhys Williams for Rushmore. And Havant and Waterlooville have lane 8, Will McDonald Robinson. Heat 15, referee. Going now, we have lane 1, Oliver Corey for Winchester. Lane 2 is Kaplan Ela for Chelsea Westminster. Havant have lane 3, Benjamin Saunders. Farnham have Taylor Brooks for lane 4. Lane 5 is Lorenzo Minerva for Chelsea, and Wickham have George Cornford in lane 6. 7 is Max Cousinel for Poole, and lane 8 is Adam Hay for Farnham even. Heat 16 referee. Swimming now, lane 1, Rocco Whitehouse for Farnham. Lane 3 is Ethan Wilson for Rushmore. Again for Farnham, lane 4 is Nathaniel Eistedt. Lane 5 is Constantin Comarera for Chelsea. Lane 6 is Thomas Noel for Farnham. Lane 7, Matthew Butcher for Poole. And Winchester have Case and Kay, lane 8. Heat 17 referee. Lane 1, we have Henry Barker from Romsey. Lane 2 is Daniel Augustin from Chelsea. Lane 3, Lucas Perks from Romsey. Rushmore have lane 4, Kieran Howland. Poole have Luca Garton, lane 5. Lane 6 is Owen Aherney for Wickham. And lane 7 is Benjamin Pudubogiel for Chelsea. And lane 8 is Nathan Ditchburn for Poole. Heat 18 referee. Going now, we have lane 2, William Exley for Winchester. Also Winchester, Matthew Stewart, lane 3. Lane 4 is Alfie Ambler for Abingdon. Lane 5, Oliver Smith for Wickham. Havant have Harry Lowton in lane 6. Lane 7 is Rumath Moroakorala for Wickham. And lane 8 is Griffin Thomas for Winchester.
Shout out to Gabriel. Let's go, Gabriel, from Mohammed. And come on, Callum Bracknell, you can do this, from Zara Breckel.
Heat 19 referee. Racing now, we have lane 1, Samuel Starr for Rushmore. Lane 2, Enzo Shearman for Chelsea. Lane 3, Raphael Stanbury for Farnham. Lane 4, Joseph Augustine for Chelsea. Lane 5, Paris Sharif for Abingdon. Lane 6, Jacko Jacobs for Farnham. Lane 7, Harry Cutbush for Poole. And lane 8, Abdul Rahman Aharaja for Havant. Heat 20 referee. Going now, we have lane 1, Edward Greenaway for Romsey. Lane 2 is Ethan Binding for Farnham. Lane 3, Jamie Mitchell for Winchester. Havant have lane 4, Mikhailo Kolenskov. Lane 5 is James Port for Winchester. Lane 6, George Barfield for Winchester. Lane 7 is Roel de Gregorio for Rushmore. And lane 8, Oliver Davies for Havant. Heat 21, referee. Racing now in the penultimate heat, lane 1, Gabriel Warnham from Abingdon. Lane 2, Gabriel Munoz-Duckett from Abingdon. Lane 3 is Jonathan Rudd, Chelsea. Lane 4, Ethan Parkin from West Dorset. Lane 5, Luke O'Mara from Rushmore. Lane 6, Charlie Francis from Winchester. Lane 7, Oliver Fremantle from Havant. And lane 8, Damien Frances Frazier from Poole. Heat 22, referee. Our final heat, lane 1, Angelos Aggo for Abingdon. Lane 2, Freddie Sadler for Winchester. Lane 3, Edgar Stepluik for Abingdon. Lane 4, Andrew Huber for Farnham. Lane 5, Max Looker for Poole. Again for Poole. Lane 6, Cody Collins. Lane 7, Leo Wisby. And lane 8 for Winchester, Daniel Oakley.
And just two disqualifications to announce in event 405, heat 17, lanes 3 and 4, both for a technical infraction.
Our next event is 406, which is the girls' 50-metre breaststroke. We have 18 heats for this. Heat 1, referee. So, starting us off in this girls' 50-metre breaststroke, we have lane 3, Georgia Torrell from Hamble. And then for Winchester, in lane 4, we have Phoebe Torrance. And lane 5, we have Grace Routley.
And Phoebe Torrance coming in
Heat
first.
2, referee. Again, Heat 2, referee. Going now in Heat 2, we have lane 2, Emily Lau from Winchester. Lane 3 is Arabella Vanes from Hamble. For Romsey in lane 4, we have Georgie McDermott. Abingdon have Isla Ambler going lane 5, and lane 7 is Kira Lord from Winchester.
And just some results to announce for the 200-metre backstroke, event 404, 9-year-old girls. In first place, Georgia Terrell from Hamble. In second place, Martha Brown from Farnham.
Heat 3, referee. Going now, we have lane 1, Tiani Zhu for Abingdon. Lane 2 is Liliana Pat Gordon for Chelsea Westminster. We have pool swimmers, lane 3, Susie Hall, and lane 4, Chloe Davis. Lane 5 is Tegan Burrows for Winchester. And then we have Chelsea and Westminster swimmers, lane 6, Nell Dubizak, and lane 7, Charlotte Clamus. And then lane 8, Olivia Grant for Wildon Waves.
And just some disqualifications to announce in event 405, heat 3, lane 5. Event 405, heat 4, lane 6. Event 405, heat 7, lane 6. And heat number 12 in event 405, lane 5, all for technical infractions.
Heat 4, referee. For Heat 4, we have Martha Brown for Farnham in lane 1. Anastasia Anderson is in lane 2 for Chelsea Westminster. We have DSSGB swimmer Alan Elizabeth in lane 3. Lane 4 is Zoe Colquhoun for Chelsea Westminster. Chelsea Westminster have lane 5, Isabella Stagno del Contres. Lane 6 is Isabel Cartit for Wildon Waves, and lane 7 is Helen Kamiska for Cranley. And then Chelsea Westminster have Stella Biffis swimming lane 8. Heat 5, referee. Swimming now, we have lane 1, Sophia Lebrande from Chelsea Westminster. Lane 2 is Caitlin McGrath from Poole. Blandford have Rosie Perrott swimming lane 3. And Farnham have Matilda Strugnell swimming lane 4. Lane 5 is Estelle Elise for Chelsea. And lane 6 is Abigail Hamilton for Winchester. We have Trident swimmer Isabel Stock in lane 7. And Poole have Ilya Girish in lane 8.
And some results from the girls' 200-metre backstroke. 10-year-old girls in first place was Myla Eris from Chelsea. In second place, Evelyn Wilson from Poole. And in third place, Pauline Bidenko from Chelsea.
Heat 6, referee. For Heat 6, we have lane 1, Pauline Didenko for Chelsea. Lane 2 is Clarice Thorne-Henderson for Winchester. Lane 3 is Amelia Heap for Wickham. And Chelsea have Ariana Sethi in lane 4. Pool have Cara Keeley in lane 5, and Mackenzie Golding swims for Havant in lane 6. Chelsea and Westminster take up lane 7 with Imogen Perryman, and lane 8 for Elizabeth Ralph Sargent. Heat 7, referee. Racing Heat 7, we have Ellie Lloyd for Rushmore in lane 1. Inez Sweeney is racing in lane 2 for Chelsea. Lane 3 is Trident swimmer Allegra Mihailov. In lane 4 we have Catherine Chaplio for Poole. Lane 5 is Katie Valor for Winchester. And lane 6 is Emma Turnbull for Abingdon. Poole have swimmers Romilly Howard in lane 7 and Beatrice Richmond in lane 8.
And just to announce disqualification for event 406, heat 4, lane 5 for a technical infraction.
Heat 8, referee. We have swimming now, lane 1, Amelia Chisholm from Farnham. Lane 2 is Tatiana Slusko Rodriguez from Rushmore. Lane 3 is Ella Redfern from Wickham. Winchester swimmer Harriet Green is in lane 4. For Poole, in lane 5 is Sophie Huggins. Lane 6 is Isla Bunch for Wickham. And lane 7 is Jane McGrath for Poole. And in lane 8, also for Poole, is Erin Large. Heat 9, referee. Now we have lane 1, Charlotte Carter for Winchester. Lane 2 is Alessandra Jordan Wakefield for Handball. Lane 3, Molly Zena Gregory for Blandford. Also for Blandford, lane 4, Ella Hoey. Lane 5 for Handball is Bella Holden, and Isabel Seal races for West Dorset, lane 6. Havant have Sophie Stewart, lane 7, and lane 8 is Andrea Peralta Salvador for Rushmore.
And just 2 disqualifications to announce for event 406, Heat 3, Lane 6, and Heat 6, Lane 2 for technical infractions.
Heat 10, referee. Racing Heat 10, we have lane 1, Lucy Piartese for Farnham. Lane 2 is Grace Barker for Romsey. Lane 3 for Chelsea Westminster, we have Elilta Asmaron. And lane 4 is Sophie Mann for Wilden Waves. We have Wickham swimmer Maya Shah in lane 5. And for pool, lane 6 is Mia Palmer. Lane 7 is Lara Marquez for Chelsea Westminster. And lane 8 for Farnham, Charlotte Marks.
And disqualification for event 406, Heat 8, Lane 6 for a technical infraction.
Heat 11, referee. Going now, we have Havant swimmer Sienna Olivia Lunn in lane 1. Weldon Waves have lane 2, Molly Gilmore. Lane 3 is Evelyn Rowe for Chelsea Westminster. Lane 4, Philippa Stewart for Rushmore. Marta Shazari races lane 5 for Chelsea Westminster, and lane 6 is Alana Sheath for Rushmore. Farnham have Amelia Stewart, lane 7, and lane 8 is Emily King for Havant and Waterlooville. Heat 12, referee. Going now, we have lane 1, Polina Korotkova for pool. Lane 2 is Emily Nash for Romsey. Rushmores have Ava Wynne swimming lane 3. Tridents have Elsie Huxtable lane 4 and Chloe Cobb in lane 5. Lane 6 is Megan Wall for Cranley. Lane 7 is Hazel Augustin for Chelsea Westminster. And for Rushmore Royals, lane 8, Lily Riches.
And a shout out and congratulations to Gabrielle from Mohammed and great swim Josh O'Donnell from Daniel O'Donnell.
Heat 13, referee. We have lane 1, Isabella Avery for Cranley. We have lane 2, Bethan Hurd for Romsey. Lane 3 is Amelia Applin for Wickham. Lane 4 is Iona Bentley Simmons for West Dorset. Winchester have Isabella in Delicato swimming lane 5. Rushmore have Amelie Smith in lane 6, and lane 7 is Myla Aris for Chelsea. And lane 8, Keris Spruce for Abingdon. Heat 14, referee. Racing Heat 14, we have lane 1, Annalise Comer for Chelsea Westminster. Lane 2, Amelia Webb for Winchester. Lane 3, Ariana Minerva for Havant. Lane 5 is Eva Faherty for Farnham, and Poole have Amelia Newsom in lane 6. For Farnham again, in lane 7, Sophie Southcott, and lane 8, Chloe Nash for Romsey. Just to let you know, we have 4 heats remaining now in this morning session. Studio 2 is now open for refreshments and lunch for officials and coaches. Thank you. Heat 15, referee. Swimming now we have Wilden Waves, lane 1, Hannah Goodall. Lane 2 is Isla Perry for Winchester. Lane 3 we have Safia Washer for Wickham. Romsey have Amelia Lambert racing lane 4. Lane 5 is Daria Korotkova for Poole. Poole also have Amy Large in lane 6. Lane 7 is Georgie Valor for Winchester. And lane 8 is Olivia Bunimovic for Chelsea Westminster. Heat 16, referee. Swimming now, we have lane 1, Katie Whelan for Farnham. Lane 2 is Eleanor Hunter for Winchester. Rushmore have Yasmin Andrews in lane 3, and Abingdon have Lucy Capper in lane 4. Lane 5 is Erin McLean for Poole, and lane 6 is Honor Campbell for Winchester.
And a message for Annalise. Good luck, Annalise. Proud of you every day from Miriam Comer.
Heat 17, referee. For Heat 17, which is our penultimate heat, we have lane 1, Catherine Tarmy for Winchester. Lane 2 is Holly Olding for Poole. Abingdon have Jessica Bagley, lane 3. Melanie Sue goes for Winchester, lane 4. Lane 5 is Zoe Falconer for Rushmore. West Dorset have Isla McPhail racing in lane 6, and lane 7 is Bronwyn Price for Farnham. And for Winchester, lane 8, Ruby Taylor. Heat 18 referee. Thank you. Heading off on our final heat, we have lane 1, Poppy Blizzard for Poole. Also for Poole, lane 2 is Lottie Bavassar. In lane 3, we have Alice Collins for Cranley. West Dorset have Sadie Robinson, lane 4. Wickham have India Washer, lane 5. And lane 6 is Erin Wu for Winchester. Lane 7 is Freya Coupe for Poole. And lane 8, Rachel Holgate for Tridents. Thank you everybody for a good morning's racing. That is our first session of today now over. Session 5 will be starting as planned, so warm up will be at, just confirming, 12:45, which will be the everybody who is 11 and under. So 12:45, 11 and unders for our next warm up start. I would like to extend all our thanks to our officials who have helped run this morning's session so smoothly, also to all our volunteers who help keep everything going as well. I will sign off and hand you over to some other hands for announcing, which you might breathe a sigh of relief for the rest of the day. Okay, bye.
And just some results to announce for event 404 200 metre backstroke for girls. 11-year-olds in first place, Ella Knight from Winchester in a time of 2:47.15. In second place, Laura Marquez from Chelsea. And in third place, Hazel Augustin, also from Chelsea.
Sorry, just had an update from the top people in the office. Warm-up is actually being pushed back 10 minutes, so warm-up is now 12:55. 12:55 for the warm-up, just to give everyone a little bit more time for their lunch in Studio 2. With our warm-up starting at 12:55, we will have racing starting at 13:45. 13:45 for the racing starting up again for session 5.